Hey, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be talking about pantry essentials. I think everybody has pantry essentials. Like somebody could come over to your house and they just know that this is going to be in your pantry. And what I will tell you, my pantry essentials today look a little bit different than they used to. If you rewind 6 years ago, 288 pounds, my pantry essentials didn't look anywhere near like what they look today. And so anyway, we are going to do a rundown of my pantry essentials, what I keep in my pantry. And these are things that have been in my pantry for years and years and years. So 80% of these were in my pantry the entire time when I was losing the weight, 161 pounds in 13 months. And most of these have been in my pantry the entire time I've been maintaining my weight. So they helped me lose 161 pounds, and they were in my pantry this whole past, 5 years, over 5 years, when I've been maintaining a size 2. And so I can definitely say that some of the pantry essentials have stayed the same. However, a big chunk, if I would have done a pantry, what always lived in my pantry, like always lived in my pantry at 288 pounds, it would have looked a little different than it does today. So let's jump right in. So first and foremost, I made a list of what I have on the counter because I have so much that I'm like, all right, I don't want to get to the end of the video, be putting stuff away and be like, dang it, I got this out and didn't even talk about it. So first thing that's just right in front of me, we're going to talk about honey. So I always have two different kinds of honey in my pantry. One is a raw honey. We actually get this from a friend. They have bees. It's raw. It's the hard variety. It's not processed. It is, the scoop it out, put it in teas. It's amazing. The other one I cook with this. So this I eat more on a raw nature. This I cook with, and this is going to be honey, honey, honey. All right. Then we have agave nectar. Regular agave nectar. I cook with this. I use this in granola. I use this as a sweetener. Agave nectar is amazing. This always lives in my pantry. Those things always are in my pantry. All right. Protein bars have been in my pantry for the past 6.5 years. They are a pantry staple. They are a household staple. I cannot tell you the last time there was not a protein bar in my house. I keep them in this little thing right here. I have peanut butter chocolate, cherry almond, and chocolate almond crunch. And these just live in my pantry. My kids eat them. My husband eats them. I eat them. Friends that come over, they'll be like, hey, I'm kind of hungry. Can I get a bar? Like they know bars live in my pantry. All right. Spices. Right here next to me, I have two huge drawers of spices and a variety of spices, lemon pepper, garlic salt, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika. There's this thing. This is a red hot seasoning. The everything bagel seasoning. I got chili powder, tons of Miss Dash, herb and garlic. This is amazing on chicken. This one right here, this is a total seasoning by Lowry's. We have dill, we have salad seasoning, sriracha salt, onion powder, mint, cayenne pepper, turmeric, curry. Look, here's what I'm gonna tell you. Seasoning is your friend if you're trying to lose weight. Seasoning allows you to add flavor and variety without adding calories. And so some seasonings are going to have calories, like your everything bagel seasoning. This is 5 calories. So it's basically 20 calories for a teaspoon. So this is going to have a decent amount of calories. But most of your seasonings are not going to have very many calories, if any, at all. And so seasonings should be a pantry staple. Go to Sam's Club, go to the store and just pick out 4 or 5 seasonings that you're gonna start trying on vegetables and chicken and potatoes and all of those things. Like this, I will sprinkle on my potatoes instead of using butter. And this is a red hot seasoning. This is our second. It's a big thing. A little goes a long way. You can put this in Greek yogurt. It's really, you can put this as a marinade, this and some lime and on some chicken. So delicious. All right, quinoa and rice. I was going to get the rice out of my pantry. So just for the record, I have a huge bag of white rice and brown rice. And I just have a container that I normally refill. The container is empty. I haven't filled it. So then I had this little bag and I was like, well, they'll get the point. But there's always rice and quinoa in my pantry. Quinoa is very similar to rice, but quinoa is going to have a higher protein nutritional value than rice is going to. So quinoa and rice always live inside of my pantry. Typically a healthy pasta. So right here, this is a black bean pasta. A lot of times we might have some red lentil pasta or some, there's all different kinds of pastas. But this one right here is a organic black bean spaghetti pasta. And this is what we currently have. It's just a really good way to still get nutrients in. While they're not low calorie for the most part, they're going to be similar in calorie content, or they're going to be similar to a regular noodle. They're just going to have a lot more protein and a lot more nutritional value than just a plain old spaghetti noodle. Cooking spray, butter cooking spray. Target is my favorite place to get this. I use this when I'm frying up eggs. I use this just as a dash. I don't love to put olive oil. So olive oil is an essential staple in my pantry. And I have olive oil in the jug, and then I like to put it in this thing. So when I'm using it, it makes it really easy to drizzle on veggies because it comes out on a fine thing. But you can get these at the store for you can get these at the dollar store for like $1. And I just refill it up with my olive oil inside of it. You can tell I use it. But this butter cooking spray, I use all the time. We actually use this on popcorn. So we pop our own popcorn. Speaking of, another pantry essential is going to be just regular popcorn. So popcorn kernels, like the popcorn kernel, and you can put them in a pan on the stove, or you can put them in an air popper. Like we have a $15 air popper that we've had from Walmart for over a decade. It's been a really long time, and you can tell it looks like it's been through the ringer, but it still works. And my son just learned how to make popcorn. He made his very first batch all on his own popcorn the other night. He was so proud. He's like, Mom, do you want some? He made the whole family bowls of popcorn. It was so cute. He had his little popper out. He had his spray, and he was sprinkling on some salt and some ranch seasoning. And anyway, it was a proud mommy moment. I was like, oh, he's cooking his own popcorn. You sure you don't want mommy to do it? Anyway, moving along. Vinegar. So 2 different kinds of vinegar that I use the most common. Balsamic. I actually use this on my salads. This is what I use for dressing. In the very beginning of losing weight, I did this because it was low calorie. And the most unhealthiest part about a salad is your dressings. Dressing is where most of the calories come from in a salad, typically, unless you're putting fried chicken and all that on there. But this is going to be 15 calories for 1 tablespoon. So 2 tablespoons is going to be 30 calories. 2 tablespoons of vinegar on a salad is a lot. So it's not a lot of calories. And so I started off doing this just for being calorie conscious. Now I crave it. Now I go to a restaurant and I'm like, unless I'm going to go all out and I'm going to go full fat ranch, give me the balsamic vinegar. I just love it. So balsamic vinegar. I also eat this just on veggies. And then also, where'd it go? Also apple cider vinegar, which also has a lot of health properties and things like that. So these are pantry essentials inside of my pantry. Yeast. Rapid rise instant yeast. We make bread, cinnamon rolls here in our household. We have family dinners every single week, and bread is typically a part of that, whether it's French bread or challah bread or whatever it is. Yeast is just a pantry essential that lives inside of our house. I do not believe in cutting out carbs when you're losing weight. I believe in balance. And so yes, I eat bread. Yes, I eat bread. Yes, I eat bread. Diced crushed tomatoes. I make spaghetti sauce out of this. I make marinara sauce out of this. I make pizza sauce out of this. This right here is nothing but crushed tomatoes with a little bit of salt. and a tiny bit of citric acid. It's basically for preservation purposes. But this is crushed up tomatoes. And you can add you can make any kind of spaghetti sauce, marinara sauce, pizza sauce out of just this. So this right here can turn into many different things. It can be a great soup starter for chili or for a vegetable soup, and then add chicken broth in for vegetable soup. It's just so many different uses when it comes to this. That also diced tomatoes. So diced up tomatoes, another pantry staple. Black beans and garbanzo beans. These two beans are these black beans and garbanzo beans are a pantry staple. I actually make my chili with black beans versus kidney beans. I just prefer the taste more. But beans are again, a pantry staple inside of my pantry. An extra bottle of soy sauce. We cook with soy sauce. We make, I use it in marinades. You can actually make steak sauce. No, that's Worcestershire. Never mind. Scratch that. But the soy sauce, we always have an extra bottle of soy sauce in our pantry just because we use soy sauce. This one is for my husband. But a pantry essential video would not be complete without me mentioning this. Ortega taco sauce, baby. So my husband he's a taco snob. There's not many requirements he has, but when it comes to eating a taco, he's like, I'm not gonna have a taco unless I have Ortega sauce at home. And so I always we have Ortega in the fridge, and then I always have an extra bottle in the pantry. And so that way he is never without his Ortega. It is one of my wifely duties that I, gladly do for him. Another staple is going to be some kind of rice cake, either a rice roller or some Quaker rice cakes, the chocolate variety, sun-dried tomato, white cheddar, caramel. So either, you're going to see these crunchy organic rice rollers, or you're going to see rice cakes inside of our pantry. It is a pantry staple. Tuna. So regular cans of just tuna and water, and then also tuna packages. They have the flavored ones, which my husband enjoys, so do my kids. This is a low-calorie snack. My husband can, if he's just hungry, he can rip into this. It's 80 calories for the whole pouch, and it's just a really good snack. Canned chicken. Get this at Sam's Club. You can get it at Costco, and this is just big old cans of chicken. So kind of like tuna, but chicken. Make chicken salad out of it. It's just really yummy. You can put it on pizza, all of that. Flour. I have 2 containers of flour. I have a brown flour and a white flour. I have almond flour. I have flour. So flour is a pantry staple. And if you're gonna bake, if you're gonna make pancakes, if you're gonna make waffles, if you're gonna make anything, if you're gonna make it, you gotta have sugar. So I have coconut sugar. I also have white sugar. I have brown sugar. All a staple inside of our household. Corn tortillas. 2 of these, 100 calories. This is great for breakfast tacos. You can do some eggs, some tomatoes, some spinach. Great for lunch tacos, dinner tacos, any kind of tacos. Corn tortillas. My favorite way to eat them. Tiny bit of cooking spray in a pan, or no cooking spray, either way, and warm up the tortilla on both sides, let it brown a tiny bit, changes the flavor, changes the texture. Corn tortillas, yummy, yummy, yummy. Panko breadcrumbs. These have become more of a pantry staple since having kids. My kids love things coated in panko breadcrumbs. The other night we had a chicken coated in panko breadcrumbs, and my son, again, was like, Mom, can we just eat this like every night? Like, for some reason, my kids just love things coated in panko breadcrumbs. And so we typically have a box of panko breadcrumbs. Parmesan cheese. So I typically get the Parmesan Romano or just a Parmesan blend, and it's the shaker cheese. This cheese, for the amount of calories that it is, adds a lot of flavor for the amount of calories. And so we flavor eggs with this, popcorn with this, salads, like all different kind of vegetables, green beans, broccoli, just a little cauliflower, a little sprinkle of this goes a long way in flavor versus calories. So another, I'm scanning. scanning my countertop. My list that I made, yeah, I'm not even using it. That was a great use of my time. Liquid stevia. So we have the regular liquid stevia. We get this from Vitacost. It typically tends to be the cheapest option for ounce, and we get the 4-ounce bottle. And then I also get my favorite kind, which is the vanilla cream stevia drops. And these are great sweeteners. Nothing artificial. It's just a natural. They come from the sweet tea leaf. And this, there we go. Protein powders, shakes. So I have 2 giant things of shakes right here. I have a chocolate and a vanilla. I have more over there. My entire family has we start our day with a shake. So we have 1 shake per day. It kind of goes with a piece of fruit for breakfast. And it's got 70 different superfoods in it. It's just really healthy. And yeah, helps keep our immune system up. It helps with cravings. It helps with making sure we're getting all of our nutrients inside of a day. Peanut butter. My son's favorite is crunchy. My favorite is creamy, but we typically have some variety of natural peanut butter, almond butter in our pantry all the time. The only thing that I don't have that's always in our pantry, and it was because it got left out and it got knocked over, is a bag of nutritional yeast. I get this from Trader Joe's, and I just get a bag of nutritional yeast, and we use it for flavoring. We use it as a cheese substitute. It's got really good nutritional value as well, but that would be the only thing that is typically in my pantry that I do not have out. And so anyway, that is a look from you into my pantry, some essentials that we keep in the pantry at all times. And so let me know in the comments what some of your pantry essentials are. And yeah, I'm always on the hunt for some new things. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell so that you never miss one of our tips that we upload every single week. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.